I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the Tether story, it's probable.
Just go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday nights. Hope everyone's good. Just want to say real quick, thank you, Fozzie, for the 5 gifted subs. And yes, Sly, you finally lifted the curse. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, that's one less thing we can worry about. It's been a saga for the last week, but all right. Anyways. Got some good clips for you tonight, starting with Judge Perkins, a little bit of a longer one. It took up about 20-25 minutes of his docket. I think it was yesterday. The whole thing is just wild. And just wait till you hear it. I feel like everybody is everyone is frustrated except for Judge Perkins. He holds his own, but everyone else just seems to be frustrated and yelling. Not yelling, some yelling. Anyways, you'll see. I'm talking way too much. I'm rambling. All right. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. And link trees in the description. Also, real quick, the reason why I'm saying that again now is I feel like I need to explain this. It's kind of awkward to talk about, but the super chats in my link tree, I receive them instantly, and YouTube doesn't take anything from it. And it helps me, especially right now, since YouTube only pays out once a month. So I still have about 3 weeks until I see that. So right now, it would help me very much if you did that. Just saying. But no pressure. Either way works fine. Just wanted to say that because I've been being asked about it. Anyways, now let's go.
Is Julia Grant still here? Or Garrett, I'm sorry. Julia Garrett. All right. City of Detroit versus Julia Christina Garrett. Case number SP14504281, SP14696721. Appearance for the record, please.
Judge Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Can you state your name, please, for the record?
Julia Christine Garrett.
All right, that's a trial as well.
Yeah. Do we
It's Corporal White-it. It's Corporal White-it here. Let's bring him out. All right. Do you have valid insurance, Ms. Garrett?
Yes, I do.
All right. Mr. Geringer, are you there?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Attorney Luke Geringer, P85677, appearing on behalf of the city.
Okay, I have, I'm trying to get Corporal White-it. I just put him in room 10. I'm trying to bring him out. I don't know why this thing doesn't work. But he's here. Miss Garrett is here. Miss Garrett indicates that she has valid insurance. She also has a failure to stop sign. But let's see.
Your Honor, I handled Miss Garrett, and I reviewed her insurance. She sent it to me. It doesn't say her name on it, so the insurance of the sons. From what I read 3 different documents.
You see my
No, ma'am. I saw it all. I read it all.
You see my Jeep on there, right? You see my Jeep 2016 Jeep Cherokee. That man, I'm under his insurance. I'm under
Well-
my son's insurance, Progressive.
Well, I can't
And I
verify
just
that, but
talked to him again.
in any event, Your Honor, you know, her offer is on that one ticket is improper plates. If she wants to accept the offer to improper plates instead of no insurance.
All right, what are you saying, man?
I have insurance. I'm covered under my son's insurance, Progressive. His
I'll
name
tell
is
you what,
Divine
I will
Jackson.
put them
And
into
you
the
can
chat.
see,
Your
you can
Honor.
see
You
the
can call her.
2016 Jeep on there. He said he don't see my name on it, but you can see the 2016 Jeep covered under his insurance on the paper.
All right, are we talking about a 2016 Jeep that's in question here on this ticket?
Yes,
2016 Jeep Blue?
yes,
All right, so you're saying the insurance at least says that 2016 Jeep does have insurance on it, is that what you're saying?
yes. I'm covered under my son's insurance, Progressive. I used to have my own insurance, but I switched and got up under him because it was easier because we both have multiple cars, so it was cheaper. So that's the way we did it.
Well, ma'am, if you don't have I'll just tell you this for liability purposes. If you're driving your son's car or whatever, and your name is not on his insurance policy, I don't care if you live in the same house with him or not, the insurance company's not going to cover it. So I'm just letting you know
It's
that.
covered. If you call the insurance company, they say
Okay.
Julia Garrett. And I just talked to my son. He said that the paperwork he had, that's the way it came. And he asked me, he called the insurance company and they said it's covered.
All right, well, what do you want to do, Mr. Garringer?
So let me ask this: who's the owner of the vehicle?
Me,
Okay. And it's a blue Jeep.
All right, for the insurance question, I really don't know the answer to that. When I signed up for my insurance, I had to name every licensed driver that was in the household. So I have multiple names on my insurance. So, her name would be on the insurance if she owns the car. I mean, you could put multiple names on the insurance. But I don't know, for whatever reason, the police officer cited her for it, and that's what they're arguing about now. But it gets a lot worse than just this insurance thing.
yep, 2016 blue Jeep Cherokee.
You have
Can
the
we put
paperwork on you,
can we
Ms.
put it in the
Garringer?
chat? Can we put it in the
Yeah.
chat?
I
I
sent
thought
it to
Mr. Shiroki was putting it in the chat.
Mr. Cherokee.
All right, I've put it into my computer. It's on my phone here. They texted it to me, so one second here.
Can you go down and break out, well, Corporal White-it, are you here?
You know what, Judge? Let's do this. You said there was also hang on. So, Judge, you said there was also
Failure to stop ticket.
a failure to stop at a stop sign. So, if Miss Garrett would plead to an amended count of blockading on the failure to stop, people would dismiss the no insurance.
All right, you want to do that, Miss Garrett, on that failure to stop? He's trying to save you 3 points. Failure to stop is 3 points. Blocking traffic is 0 points. Doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. Insurance company or the Secretary of State won't know anything about that. $175 fine will clear both of these up today.
Okay, so cool.
Well, come on, don't you can speak.
When that officer stopped me, look, me and my daughters in the car. I'm trying to teach them how to drive, so that's why I know that I stopped at the stop sign. I was letting them know it's a school district. You have to watch out for the kids. We was talking, and I seen the officer had stopped another car when I stopped at the school. That's right there. I pass by there every day, taking them to school every day, taking them to work. I mean, the school, past the school, and I stopped at the stop sign, looked at the officer, and drove off. He came barreling out way behind the man and stopped me. He said, "You ran this."
Stop.
He said,
Slow down. Corporal Whitehead, good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Corporal Whitehead, badge 4344.
All right. Let's parse this out and clear this up. First and foremost, we have 2 tickets issued today. One, no insurance, other one, failure to stop. Miss Garrett is absolutely adamant that she stopped. What do you have to say?
And I have my daughters right here. They was in the car with me. When he stopped,
Judge.
when he stopped.
Hold on, you said it already, Miss Garrett.
Okay.
So, Corporal Whitehead, I'm not sure if you were part of the in the hearing earlier at this point, but Ms. Garrett did provide some proof of insurance indicating that the Jeep, the blue Jeep, was insured. However, it's my understanding she's contesting the failure to stop at the stop sign. If you would like to discuss that with me in the breakout room further, if she wants to go forward with that, I did offer and put on the record, the people would be willing to amend that to a blockading traffic, which is 0 points. However, it's my understanding she would like to contest that. Corporal Whitehead, did you want to discuss that with me any further? Or
We could talk about that because I was only subpoenaed on the no insurance.
okay, very good. I will.
Was it all written on the same day?
Yes.
So that sometimes happens like that. But if it was written on the same date, then.
Can I say this, Your Honor?
Well, wait a minute, Ms. Garrett. All right, let me first ask you this. Do you want a hearing on it, or did you just want to get that off your chest? Do you want to take the deal or not?
Miss Garrett, I'd recommend you take the deal, but you can go to trial, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna take the deal. I'll take the deal. Corrupt. I'll take the deal.
No.
I'm taking the deal.
No, we're not gonna do it like that. We're not gonna do it like that. Now go ahead, Mr. Garrett.
Your Honor, can I say this for just 1 second?
No, you said enough already. You said enough already. Now you're throwing out aspersions to people.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That you know.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I was just upset. I'm sorry.
You gotta calm down. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm calm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody, the court and everybody.
All right, now, go ahead and speak to Corporal Whitehead.
Corporal Whitehead, I'll meet you in breakout room 1. Thank you.
Okay, wants to show up out. Okay.
All right, are we ready on, let's pass that matter. Are we ready on Al-Shahadi?
I have to, his interpreter had to go to circuit court, and Al-Shahadi never came to the breakout room, or we were never.
Yeah, because he was Miss Garrett.
All right, like I said, this whole hearing is a total of 25 minutes. It took up. I mean, she was one of the first people there, and she was one of the first people to leave. This thing happened all day long. I think there's three different breaks. She went to the breakout room 3 different times, and like I said, it gets worse.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Garrett. All right. So, Miss Garrett, turn your camera on and unmute yourself, please. All right. Now, you got a chance to speak with Mr. Corporal Whitehead.
That's correct, Judge. Attorney Luke Erringer, PA 5677, appearing on behalf of the city. So after speaking with Corporal Whitehead, he was only noticed or subpoenaed this morning for a no insurance ticket, and he did not have the failure to stop at a stop sign, even citation, the ticket number. I do not see it on the docket either. So I just wanted to inquire of the court as to whether that was perhaps defaulted or whether that was scheduled for this morning, because I did not see that on the docket.
It is 146, SP 1469672. And that's what the difference. I don't know the way these tickets are written sometimes. They it was not put on the same ticket, but if the allegations were made all on the same, what I see, the same transaction or occurrence. It was June 9th, 2023, 4:25, and the other one had June 9th, 2023 at 4:28 is the time. One at Linden and Terry Street, where the allegation.
Dr. Stepp, there is so much confusion from the start to finish of this hearing. Yeah, like I said before the clip started, Judge Perkins is the only one that kind of keeps a level head during this whole thing. And he even at one point does get a little irritated. You'll see.
Allegations were made. So I know that if they were put on the same ticket, then we, sometimes you still have a problem, but we wouldn't have had a problem with them not having notice. But it's the same act, it's the same occurrence.
Okay. And so does that matter scheduled for a formal hearing today?
Well, I would say so. I mean, if you let's look at it like this. What is gonna be the difference
Can you send this to?
in just seeing a different ticket number? If it happened all on the same, if it happened all at the same stop?
Yeah.
I understand, Judge.
And then that's just sometimes it was supposed to have been written up as trial/formal hearing, but sometimes they just get missed like that. But if there's if you recollect, well, let's put it this way. Today is a date and time set for trial. No, it's not. Wait, it has to be though. Garrett. What was it set for today?
So the no insurance judge was set for trial this morning at 9 a.m.
No insurance was set for trial this morning. Yeah, so no insurance was set for trial this morning. If you,
On top of everything that's going on, all the confusion, only one of the two tickets was set for trial. The no insurance was set for trial, not the failure to stop. Same officer, same defendant. I guess two different trial dates. Make it make sense.
if you recollect that, it seems as though you would recollect the entire incident.
Judge, I guess the only reason I raised this is if Ms. Garrett is contesting that, or if we are scheduled for a formal hearing on that failure to stop at a stop sign, and Ms. Garrett wishes to proceed with a formal hearing and is contesting that, again, the people would submit that they were not on notice for that and would be requesting adjournment on that matter, as they do not have all the requisite discovery, including any dash cameras or body cameras from that incident, Judge. If Ms. Garrett wished to proceed with a formal hearing on that.
I get it. No, I get what you're saying, Counselor. But I think maybe I'm not saying it clear enough. I do understand that both these tickets were written under different ticket numbers. But again, we're here on trial for a misdemeanor that the allegation is made that a civil infraction was basically what is the original thing that brought us here. If, You understand what I'm saying? So if the ticket was, if there was a no insurance allegation that was made, I'm assuming that it was brought to Corporal Whitehead's attention that because of the failure to stop at a stop sign. And then, once Mr. Corporal Whitehead witnessed, as he alleges in the ticket, Ms. Garrett failure to stop at a stop sign, then, once he pulled her over, I'm assuming that that's how he found out that there was no insurance on the vehicle.
I understand what you're saying, Judge. I don't have the ticket in front of me. So if Ms. Garrett does wish to proceed with trial this morning, I guess I would just ask that we briefly pass this matter so I can see if I can obtain,
And here, I have the ticket, I do have the ticket, it's an e-ticket. I do have the ticket right here. And I can provide you with the ticket. And it doesn't have any notes necessarily, it just has the failure to stop, and I gave you the time. The only difference in the two tickets is one is saying the time was 4:25, and the other is saying the time was 4:28.
Okay.
All right, let's pass it one more time.
Judge, if I can say something, I received the last document I received from Miss Garrett is a notice of policy and coverages, and it says 2008 Chevrolet Impala, and insured driver includes Miss Julia Garrett. So I just wanted to.
I think that was already. I think Mr. Garinger had already. All right, so that's good. Okay, so we're on the issue of having the ticket of the failure to stop, and let's have them. If there was a issue as far as the no insurance and there is some body cam, I'll let Mr. Corporal Whitehead either determine whether he can pull the body cam, and if that's necessary, then we'll find out what we do from that point. But it should be today is the date and time set for trial. All right, let's pass it. Let's see what they work out, and then I'll give you an opportunity again, Mr. Soroki, to speak with Mr. Garinger. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
We're ready, Aaron.
All right, Dr. Steph, I saw your questions. I was waiting for that next pause to pause it. So Judge Perkins generally has one, if not two, public defenders just as house counsel that hang out on his docket and help everybody. So he's a public defender. The guy in the suit is the prosecutor. That's who that is. He's the prosecutor for the city, I'm guessing. I don't know, maybe the state, but I think it's probably the city. But yeah, I think that answered your question. So the suit, prosecutor, the bald guy with the unbuttoned collared shirt is her public defender for the case. Spoiler alert for now. This is when it gets interesting.
Miss Garrett. Miss Garrett, let me give you, we'll give you, what's gonna be the resolution for this?
Your Honor, the change in offer is as.
Okay.
I don't know who's talking.
Okay.
I didn't hear.
Okay, the change in the offer is no insurance ticket will be dismissed. The failure to stop at stop sign or will be reduced to blockading traffic. Is that correct, Mr. Garinger?
That's correct, Judge. Attorney Luke Garinger, P8 5677, appearing on behalf of the city. That is
Yes.
That was always the offer.
The offer was, I didn't know that was an offer from the very beginning. The offer, we're taking care of the second ticket. Also, this is the second ticket is being reduced from a 3-point ticket to a no-point ticket.
Right.
And Judge, I
So-
would say Mr. Soroki did not have opportunity maybe to discuss that with Ms. Garrett. So, you know, that's, I think, maybe what there could have been some miscommunication, but that is the offer.
What it was I think that Mr. Soroki was in and out of the rooms talking to other people, but the offer was, you provided the documentation for the insurance, and it was verified that Mrs. Garrett at least now has valid insurance. The issue was Ms. Garrett didn't feel that Ms. Garrett felt that she stopped at the stop sign, and Ms. Garrett felt that she was pulled over wrongfully. That was the issue. We presented the offer to Ms. Garrett of blocking traffic, and I'll let her take the offer, but Ms. Garrett was felt that she was pulled over wrongfully.
Judge,
that's
if I
what-
may,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to speak for the officer, but what he said was in the breakout room was that he saw his eyes, this car went through that stop sign. He said
Okay.
it didn't
So
stop.
that's the dispute. Now, Miss Garrett, the
Yes.
All right. I don't know what's going on with the ads. I said it last night that I would go and look to see what the settings are, because I just have them on the basic settings. I forgot to look before this live, so I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with them. I just have it on the default settings. Jedi, I don't know who else you're talking about. The people that are involved in this case are the defendant, which we know, Judge Perkins, who's on the screen, the prosecutor, the public defender, and then there's the police officer. But the police officer never gets on camera. Now, the way Judge Perkins has his Zoom set up is anybody that's on the Zoom, if they're not muted and they make some noise, their image might pop up for a second. So maybe that's what you're seeing. I don't know. And was that Fred? It was Fozzie's cat. Thank you so much, Fozzie's cat, for the 5 gifted subs. And Dr. Steph, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I very much appreciate it. Welcome all the new members. All right, let's go.
The officer is disputing your version of the allegations. You're disputing his version of the allegations. The people are willing to settle this up by paying $175, and you won't have any points on your license. But if you want to go further and you want to dispute it, that's your right, and I'll give you the opportunity to do so. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to dispute it, Your Honor. And can I say something?
Ma'am,
Well-
I'm gonna let you know something. If you dispute it and you lose, you're gonna get 3 points on your driving records. Now you dispute it and it's still gonna be dismissed. You dispute it and you lose, you're going to have 3 points. So you have a chance of getting nothing, no points, you just pay a fine, or you go to trial. And if you lose, you get 3 points plus you pay the fine. So that's what'll happen. So just to let you know, those are the consequences.
Okay,
So-
Biggin, welcome, buddy. I hope you had a great rest of your stream. I had to dip out a little early to start mine. The last thing I saw was the police walking around investigating and interviewing all the neighbors. It's the last thing I saw. So I need to go back and watch how that ended. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're well. I feel like I was gonna say something else and I already forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna just tell you guys real quick. Catch you up on what's going on, all the raiders. So the lady on the screen right now, she's the defendant. She got 2 traffic tickets, no insurance, and failure to stop at a stop sign. But everything's messed up. The tickets weren't written this correctly. The trials for the 2 tickets were set on different days. She actually had insurance at the time. The prosecutor's not really on the same page because he wasn't ready for it because only one of the tickets was set for trial, not the other one. The police officer's there the whole time just waiting for what's going on. Judge Perkins is just trying to figure out, he's trying to figure it out like we are. And then our defense attorney's kind of trying to bully the defendant into taking this deal. All right. That was the 30 minutes that we've seen all wrapped up into 30 seconds. You're welcome.
You made me lose my train of thought, but
All right, let me stop you. Now, let me stop you now. Don't say anything about the facts. You've already said enough. We want to know whether you want to continue on and you want to fight the ticket now. Do you want to do that? Because if you want to do that, I'm going to put you back in the breakout room with Mr. Soroki, and you're going to have an opportunity to speak with him and tell him your version, okay?
Mr. Soroki is for everybody else. Just like when I was telling him about my insurance, he kept on telling me, "No, you don't. No, you don't. Hey, you're not on here."
Okay, so we'll put you in the breakout room with Mr. Where is Mr. Warbling? We'll put you in the breakout room with Mr. Warbling then.
Okay.
All right. Join the
Judge,
breakout room.
I did just have one question I wanted to clarify before we put her in the breakout room. It's my understanding that this matter was defaulted. So I believe this ticket was issued June 9th. I believe there was a hearing July 6th in which Ms. Garrett failed to appear.
I didn't get that.
I believe that
I didn't
is
get
why.
that. That's why y'all trying to stop me from saying that man told me that if I had insurance, he was going to dismiss that.
Stop, Ms. Garrett.
Okay.
We're going to proceed in an orderly fashion. Let him finish talking, and then I'll let you speak.
Getting the knife hand from Judge Perkins, not a good sign.
Okay.
So, Judge, as I was saying, this matter was defaulted, I believe, July 6th. And I don't know if this was ever removed from default, or if this court took it upon themselves to remove it from default, or if Mr. Soroki made a motion to have this matter removed from default. In any event, the people would object to removing it from default, as Ms. Garrett failed to appear at her July 6th hearing. Furthermore, if this matter is removed from default, I believe the people do have grounds for an adjournment, as earlier requested, to procure the video of this matter. That's all.
All right. We'll do that. I'm going to move from default. I'm going to grant you your adjournment so you can come up with a video on it. And that's how we'll do it. All right. I'm going to still put Ms. Garrett in the breakout room and speak with Mr. Warbling. And that's going to be the procedure. Mr. Warbling, are you up on everything?
I mean, I'm a little confused, Judge. Do we have a settlement or don't we? I mean, if she wants to take the settlement.
Here's the settlement right now. Is a blocking traffic, 175.
Yeah.
Ms. Garrett does not want to take the settlement. There was Mr. Geringer has made a motion to adjourn, which I'm going to grant if one, because what has happened here is that the tickets were written on the same day. There were two tickets issued, one for no insurance, one for disregarding a failure to stop at a stop sign. It happened allegedly on the same occurrence, but since they were written on two different dates, the one ticket did not make it on the docket. Since it was written on two different ticket numbers instead of one, the one ticket did not make it on the docket today. The motion, the court set aside the default, all
right, that's the other public defender. He wasn't on her case. Remember how I said there's generally two public defenders, so they just rotate as the day goes? That's the other one. So if that's who you were talking about, Jedi, I'm sorry. I didn't see him come up on the screen, so I didn't. Yeah, I could have said that. Also, thank you so much, Mary Brown, for the $5 super chat. Colin and Mons, you were wonderful, and you're making me laugh tonight. Bravo and kudos. Well, I'm glad. We're here to have a good time, so let the laughter continue. Not with Judge Perkins, though. He's done.
Mr. Geringer's made a motion to adjourn the trial so that they can find that they have video and other evidence to support the allegation. Is that correct, Mr. Geringer?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. Now, I want you to explain this and have Ms. Garrett an opportunity to speak to you, and we'll go from there. All right. The allegation of no insurance the court does not know what happened on that date, whether there was insurance on the vehicle or not. We haven't delved into that. But what the court typically does is the court gives people a break when they do bring valid insurance in, and it's been verified that Ms. Garrett has valid insurance. So with that being said, join the breakout room, Mr. Warbling, and speak. I'm putting you in breakout room 4, Ms. Garrett. Join it and speak with Mr. Warbling and see if you guys can work something out. All right.
Susie, you're right, but the biggest issue is they had 2 different trial days for the 2 tickets. So Judge Perkins thought they were both today, the defendant thought they were both today, and the public defender thought they were both today, but they weren't. So the prosecutor only was ready for 1 ticket, and that's what kind of confused started the entire confusion.
All right. Gaudy, now let's go with you never gave me an offer on Gray, Mr. Garinger. You want to come down and give me the offer?
Oh, yes,
on
I will be
Gray?
right down, Judge.
And then what's going to happen with Gelly? So I think you already did. Whitehead, the date is going to be reset to May the 21st, 2024 at 9 a.m. Can you hear me?
Corporal Whitehead, can you hear me?
He's on mute.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, May 21st, 2024 at 9 a.m. Both of you should both get reissued summonses, but subpoenas, but.
Okay, no problem.
That will be the date, Corporal Whitehead, for the trial and formal hearing.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Have a great day, Ms. Garrett. If you don't have anything further.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's go with Mr. Gray.
After all of that, they just set it for a different day. Not till May either. So they have, what is that? Over 3 months to get their act together. That was fun. That was only the first clip. Still have 3 or 4 more. Yeah. So let's go. I don't remember where we're going next, per usual. Oh, this guy's charming. This guy is very charming.
And Justin Lee Thornburn, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Mr. Thornburn, you appear after failing to appear on December 4th, 2023, and the court at that time has ordered a no bond hold. That was on the misdemeanor control docket, and your case is next set it would appear that Ms. Cooper is appointed to represent you. Is that correct?
I have my notes indicate that hearing was with Judge Webster presiding.
And this is a warrant to show cause matter?
That's what my notes in my file would appear to suggest, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment. I'll be back with you.
Craig, thank you so much, man. Always a legend. Very generous. Thank you so much. Last time I saw you, you weren't feeling well. We were both sick. I hope you're doing better. Hope you got over it and didn't spread it around to your family. But thank you so much. And yeah, I don't think Jay Regier, well, he might know he has a fan base on the internet. This clip is really short, and it's really only exciting at the end when the defendant starts talking. I put it in pretty much because I knew the chat was going to blow up when he came on. I was actually hoping Jay Regier's, what is it? Jay Regier's, what does she call herself? I don't remember the name. I don't want to say sex slave because I don't know if that's it, but I think it might be. All right. Anyways, thank you, Craig.
Okay, on warrant to show cause matters, Judge Webster is the judge that these are supposed to appear before. And subsequently, the court schedules this matter for Mr. Thornburn before your next hearing. The court retains in force and effect Mr. Patterson as court-appointed counsel. The court recognizes Judge Webster has ordered a no bond hold, and your next appearance is before Judge Webster on Monday, March 18, 2024 at 9 a.m. Monday, March 18, 2024 at 9 a.m. before Judge Webster. Okay, and counsel's already been appointed, Mr. Patterson. Anything further to come before the court? Mr. Regier.
Not on this case, Your Honor.
And Mr. Thornburn?
So,
There being nothing further, court is in recess.
Your Honor.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Thornburn?
So I'm being held on a no bond hold till March when?
March 18, 2024.
On a misdemeanor
That's-
case I've been fighting for 2 years. I've already paid off a year ago. Like, it's criminal trespass. This is. Like, I paid off all my fines for this case a year ago. I've been dealing with this for over 2 years.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you fail to appear on December 4th?
I don't even know. I've got so many things I'm having to keep track of.
Like, what other things do you have to keep track of?
I've got a case that I'm fighting out of Butler County. And then I think there's like a case out of Augusta that I'm dealing with. And just keeping track of all the dates. I've been in contact with my bail, the bail agency that bonded me out on it, and they haven't once said nothing about a case that I've missed, or because if it was through them, they would have.
Okay, Mr. Thorburn, I understand your frustration. I would think you probably have earned some of that frustration, but let me take just a moment with you to go over this briefly. The reason that you're appearing before the court today is in regards to 21 CR 485. Now, it does appear this is a case where criminal trespass was involved. Criminal trespass was involved. The judge on that case was Judge Webster. Judge Webster was the judge. She has approved what's called a warrant to show cause to bring you back in, and it is alleged that you have failed to comply with the terms and conditions of your probation. It may be justified, it may not be. I don't know. But what happens now, it gets set back before Judge Webster, and she has ordered a no bond hold. The court does reappoint Darren Patterson to represent you. You may very well wish to call Mr. Patterson in regards to this case and bring it back before the court, Judge Webster, and have the no bond hold removed. However, at this point in time, based on what Judge Webster has ordered, I am not changing her order. I am not changing her order.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to how I used to do it. I didn't monetize my lives until after the live, so there was never any ads. I think that's what the problem is. Now that I've actually started monetizing them before I started, now they're just popping up. I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go back to doing that. That sounds like a much better idea. So I'm really sorry about all the ads popping up. I will remember tomorrow, I promise. Probably shouldn't say I promise. I forget a lot of things, but I'll do my best.
Now, that would be something you could bring back before the court on a motion to modify your bond. Also, finally, in regards to your case, this is set back. The next available date before Judge Webster is on Monday, March 18, 2024 at 8 a.m. March 18, 2024 at 8 a.m.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
if that's their next available date, how can I file for a motion to change the bond with her if she don't have another available date between then and now?
She may very well wish to make herself available prior to that time for good cause to change the bond that she has ordered.
And listen, I'm not asking for an OR bond by no means. Like,
I'm not saying you are.
I know. I'm just saying, like, any kind of bond, even with an ankle monitor, because I'm going to lose everything if I know. I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to lose my place. I'm going to lose my vehicle. I'm trying not to do that. I've been trying to do things right. And I would, like, with an ankle monitor, I'd be able to be tracked.
You're currently on a $1,500 surety bond. That's what you're on currently. That's the surety that you signed in this case. Okay. Now that was with Philip Webb with Second Chance.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's who you're on bond with. Judge Webster, back when you failed to appear on December 4th, she ordered bond forfeiture bench warrant. That's how you got picked up. And subsequently, she ordered a no bond hold, which the court retains in force and effect. You have to go back before Judge Webster in order to get that modified, to get that changed. Now, I'm just advising you, you might very well wish to contact Mr. Patterson in order to try to get a motion to modify bond date prior to that date and time. You might wish to contact your court-appointed attorney to see if he could do that in regards to your case.
Just fucking ridiculous. That's your attorney information. I know, this is fucking ridiculous. Am I good here? Can I go now?
Yes, you're free to go. Have a good day.
Okay.
So that guy was really happy. That guy was really happy. Told you he was a charmer. He was a charmer. And I think Susie asked if the ads make money. Yeah, they do. But it's not worth it for while the live's going on because it messes up the flow, right? So while you're here watching the live, they shouldn't be going. So I think I'm just gonna wait till afterwards to start monetizing. That's what I used to always do anyways. Because when you're live, you never know what, if I accidentally say something that, I don't want to monetize because YouTube might strike me if I say something stupid. So anyways, Fred has, sorry, let me properly say this. Fozzie still working for the Jessica Blanche, still waiting for the Jessica Blanche video. Yeah, I went through all of my Judge Simpson clips this afternoon trying to find a Jessica Blanche video. Every clip I have of her, she's just sitting there in the background. She's not actually doing a case. She's not really around a ton. She's not on YouTube a lot. She's probably working really hard. I just don't have any clips of her. But don't worry, Fozzie. The next one I see of her, I will get just for you, even if it's boring. I promise. And then, since you have, an alter ego that you can talk to yourself, you're super chatting yourself, which is awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, buddy. All right. Next clip. Still have no idea. I know what the last clip is. The last two I remember, but that's it. Oh, this one this one's kind of funny, sad, just to warn you. Just look at Judge's face right now. Look at her face. You see the shock on her face? She's like, "Oh no, this dude didn't just do that." The defendant did a dumb. He did a dumb.
talked to Mr. Whit-it?
I don't believe it.
Who talked to him? Was it you, Attorney Warbling?
It's Whit-it, Your Honor?
Yes,
Doesn't
Malcolm Whit-it.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
I'm gonna bring him in, y'all. He paid all of his tickets yesterday, and he's set for a
Okay.
trial today. And the officer
Oh,
didn't
Whit-it.
come.
Gotcha. Yes, sorry. Trooper Dudley, yeah.
That's not the defendant. That's actually the prosecutor. She is a machine. She is in 3 or 4 different courts. You can see her monitor. She has multiple sets of headphones on, and she keeps turning whenever someone calls her name. But that is Prosecutor Mson, and she's a machine at being a prosecutor. But yeah, you can look at her monitor right now. She's actually in another court, and if you can see her ears, she has earbuds in plus the headphones over her ears. She's a worker, man.
It's okay. I know you are. He paid his tickets yesterday, except for the misdemeanor, and it's set for trial today.
Yep.
And the officer didn't come. So there, you see my conundrum. So he paid for him though.
Oh, yeah. So how can we just? Right.
I can't do
Well,
it.
I mean,
And he got points. He failed.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring him in.
Two of the three do, yeah.
Mr. Whit-it,
Yes.
can you turn on your camera?
Yeah.
Before I go on the record, why did you pay your tickets yesterday? We had a bench trial scheduled for today. Why would you pay your tickets yesterday?
Why would you do that?
Mr. Whit-it, it was points with these. And you have another matter with me now that I see your face, right?
Jesus. Yeah.
Why would you pay them yesterday? Why wouldn't you wait till today? What was going through your head? You were just trying to take care? Because I can't do anything now because that's like admitting guilt.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
my
for the record, what other case does Mr. Whit-it have with the court?
Yes, it's an OWI case, Mr. Whit-it, OWVI.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on probation. He's doing well on that. I haven't had any issues or anything like that.
Okay.
But
Okay. I didn't know if I could assist the court.
I know. I was going to say it's no officer here today. That's why I'm frustrated with him. He was supposed to at least wait until today to come in here.
And I actually just paid it like an hour ago.
Oh my God.
Mr. Whit-it!
He paid 130, 130.
No!
What was the ticket on that other one? What was the amount on that other one?
It was 120 or 130, 130. Is this 170?
So for those that don't understand what's going on, he paid his traffic tickets before he saw the judge, before his court hearing. I think it's a trial today. So he paid his tickets before his trial, which means he just admitted guilt to the tickets. The officer didn't even show up. That means all those charges, those tickets would have been dismissed. But he paid them before his trial. Yeah, that's why at the very beginning the judge just had that shocked look on her face. It's like, no, he just lost $300 and he got points on his license. You'll find out.
$380.
$380. But see, the problem is that it's points with some of these, right, Mr. Whit-it? And you don't need any more points because you have the OWVI.
Oh, so there's nothing that I can do to dispute. I mean, like,
why would you pay it? Didn't I tell you to wait to come back to court? Mr. Whit-it, I need you to listen. Now you got to learn how to listen better. And I'm only fussing because the officer isn't here. So that means that your attorney will make an appropriate request for a dismissal. But he can only do that for one ticket now.
oh my God. And there's nothing I can do.
Can I just ask why you? No, I'm not asking you no questions. I'm just lecturing. Hold on a second. We want to know why you paid it. I know Attorney Worthington, I know you would advise him to speak into the court, but can he be allowed to answer why he went ahead and paid him?
Yes, Judge. We don't have any problem with that.
Mr. Whit-it, why did you pay them?
Ignorance. I mean, the description
Okay.
of the Michigan courts, like it said that the case was disposed, and I didn't properly read through like which charge. But the only case that was open was the case that I was coming for today, which said, and I just assumed it was 0 because verdict wasn't whatever.
I get it.
Next time, go to court.
And bond issue as well. That was one of the descriptions that I was misled by as well. I thought that was going towards that fee or issue as well, and I wasn't sure. So bond was.
I know, but you were sitting here in the courtroom. That's why I'm so confused. I told you were gonna have a bench trial today. I said it for a bench trial. I wrote it on both tickets. So last time that means you didn't pay attention because I told you I was gonna put everything on it. Okay, I'm gonna stop fussing now.
Well, Your Honor, I think you may have thought it was a bond, so I don't know if that could be. I still don't know if it's too late.
It applied to every single one of those tickets. That's what the problem is.
I don't know that the transaction can't be reversed.
I don't think it can. How many points is that? Disregard traffic control device. That's 2 points. Failed to stop at a stop street or intersection. That's 2. You just paid for 4 points. All right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Malcolm Jerome Whit-it Jr. This is ticket SP 1434896. This is 1 count, drove while license suspended, repeat offender.
And we're like P648889. Not his
Go ahead.
behalf, Your Honor. Your name for the record, sir?
Malcolm Whit-it.
Judge, it's the date and time set for trial with respect to the misdemeanor matter. I don't believe we have an officer hearing for those reasons, and given the time, we would move to dismiss, Your Honor.
All right, at this time, the court is going to honor that request. It's 10:47 a.m. No officers being present. I am going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. We're working right now to see if I can do it for the other tickets, Attorney Worthington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, at least that count is dismissed. If it's civil infractions, I can always move forward and dismiss them if necessary, because that can be by the order of the court. Mr. Whit-it, next time, wait until you come see me, and then I'll tell you if you need to pay anything. I know you were trying to be responsible, so that's why I'm trying not to totally fuss at you, but it's frustrating because I'm all like, dang, you're doing well and everything else. I don't want you to screw yourself over unnecessarily, okay?
All right. I don't think the judge could do anything about that because they're civil infractions. And I believe the civil infractions go to the city, not to the court. He might pay the court, but it's not the court's money. They would in turn pay the city. I think that's how that works. I don't know though. But I know there's a difference because he still got his misdemeanor dismissed, but he paid for the civil infractions.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, until that, is there anything I can do? I mean,
yeah, but we're working on it right now, Mr. Whit-it. So just give us a moment. Call the court in a little while. I'm not gonna have it resolved right now, but call us back this afternoon sometime, and I'll let you know whether or not we were able to do anything at all for you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Because if we are going to do something for you. But if I can't, I just can't. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I think we're going to Judge Simpson now. We got to get your daily dose of Simpson. I think so. If not, there's a short clip before Judge Simpson, but the last 2 hearings are Judge Simpson. So let's go. Before I start, did I miss a super chat? Oh, got a new member. Straw Carpenter, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome.
February 1st, 2024, 9 a.m. Or as your invite indicates, bond will continue. Thank you. Court does call the case, People versus Dejan Mson.
Yeah. Andrew Childers appearing on behalf.
All right, this first Simpson clip is it's a charming one. Charming, funny. The next one is pretty sad though. And yeah, it's sad. I'll talk more about it after this.
The people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sydney Rushing on behalf of Mr. Mson, who appears to my right. Will you please state your name for the record?
Dejan Mson.
Thank you. Your Honor,
What are we doing?
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a probable cause conference. At this time, we'd like to schedule this matter for a preliminary examination.
Discovery complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 6th or the 30th.
If we could go to the 6th, Your Honor.
Do you have any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, February 6th, 2024. 9 a.m. That is before Judge Barr. Bond will continue.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Kind of fine, but
Go ahead. What you got to say?
is
Let's see, thank you. In front of him?
yes.
Okay. It's unrelated to this case, Judge, but it's a matter he has in front of you.
Yeah, I know what he was talking about.
Oh,
But that's okay.
I
Go ahead.
apologize, Your
I
Honor.
got it.
I
knew what.
So yeah, I was expected to pay the fine by a certain time, but I was in custody during that time, so I couldn't make the payment. I've been making a payment for the last couple of days.
Miss Wadling, can you look up you already looked at? He was supposed to pay it by March.
No.
Oh, he wrote me the letter.
You got the letter?
Yeah, I get letters and I read them.
All right. Then we're all cool then.
So, see, you were coming up here. Your attorney tried to stop you because you were going to say something that was probably going to make me mad, but it didn't happen. I got your letter.
Okay.
I appreciated everything that was in it. Took that all into consideration. Your payment date is extended to March 31st.
Beautiful. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
People think I just go in back and sit in a hole and don't do anything, but it's not what happens. Oh, don't look so happy. You didn't do any. You know what? It was really a nicely written letter. I mean, it really was. And he signed it and everything. Court calls the case, People versus Scott.
All right. Yep. I had to put a little funny one in before, or maybe not too funny, but charming in before this one. This one is sad, and I debated whether or not to even put this in here. I've been holding on to it for a while, and I was debating on deleting it or playing it, so I'm going to play it. This guy says some soft sit things. It's an older gentleman, and he makes some soft sit comments, but you can tell that he was fed this information, doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's got some mental issues health issues going on that is affecting his mental state. So this is what I wanted to say about this clip. This is why bad information is dangerous, because this guy took whoever told him to say this. The reason I know someone said it is because he says it in this. This man says, "I want to bring this guy so he can talk for me," and you'll know exactly what he's talking about when he does it. Misinformation is dangerous. There's no reason this man should be up here in front of Simpson spouting this. And Simpson is very nice and he takes care of him. But you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Whoever, like the people that were hanging out on Discord a couple nights ago, I talked about this clip a little bit and how I was not a fan. I probably wasn't going to play it. I decided to. So this will be a good conversation piece though.
Let's call the case of the People versus Dabney.
Andrew Banis, Assistant Public Defender with on behalf of Mr. Dabney.
What's your name?
My name is Forbes Dabney. I'm a national, and I am not sure if I'm able to get the truth of the court, so I need help. And a friend is standing by with all the legal things that I can do to stop in private and against my bonds. I don't know what to say. I don't want him to represent me.
Pardon?
I do not want him to represent me. I want my friend and my legal person to represent me or help me.
Okay, so
Does the link not work? Is that what you're saying? I haven't actually clicked the link in a while, so I don't know.
I'll come back to what you're saying. Mr. Banis, you were saying what?
Your Honor, after I reviewed the discovery, I initially
I know I just paused it, but that's worth another pause. Congratulations, Tom. That's awesome. That is awesome. So glad to hear. So glad to hear you recovered and everything's good. That is amazing.
had some competency concerns, but I wasn't going to follow through before speaking with Mr. Dabney. And it's okay. I called him, but I didn't hear back from him. But I was happy to see he was here today. And so I did ask to speak with him, and he very politely declined to speak with me.
Okay, so
I can't hear very well.
you can't hear. Can we get equipment, please?
Thank you.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Dabney?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. You need to take that. My bail is not gonna hold that for you. All right.
All right.
Okay, so Mr. Dabney, are you intending on representing yourself?
No, I come to settle this. There's custom numbers, there's bond and all these things with my social, my called birth certificate. There's money there sitting for there.
There's what?
There's money sitting for that.
For what?
This case. You have a case before you, Forbes Dabney Jr.?
Yeah, okay. I see what was going on now. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it. Yeah. If you guys would like to help me out, my link tree is there. Fred just proved that it worked. Also, I want to say hello to someone special, Leanne. I saw you in the chat earlier. I hope you're doing well. And I can't wait to see you in Discord again. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Well, that's all I want to do is settle it.
Okay, but do you understand what you're charged with?
No, I don't.
Okay, so when you went for do you remember being arraigned?
I don't remember that either. I don't understand that either. So we need to.
Okay, hold on. Just hold on, Mr. Dabney. I just want to go back here. Back on November 21st of 2023, do you remember appearing before Magistrate Fink?
No, I've had a.
Okay.
So
okay, so
dealing with.
Okay, so okay, so hold on. When did you have the stroke?
This is 2000, something like 2020 or somewhere around there.
Okay, so you were before the magistrate on November 21st, 2023. Do you remember that?
Yes, but the circumstances concerning, not sure all that.
Okay, but do you remember? Okay, but do you remember being before the magistrate?
I don't know the dates. I don't know.
Okay, so let's try this.
I come here to settle it as a.
I understand, but I've got to make sure of a couple of things, okay? So that's why I'm asking you some of these questions.
Sure.
Do you remember appearing before me before? On December 7th? You may not remember the date. You remember appearing before me?
Don't recall everything, but yeah. I don't know.
You don't know if you appeared before me?
There's so many things that happen over the time.
No, I understand, but
Yeah, that's one of their things, that their social security number is tied to a treasury account that they can withdraw money from. That's one of their talking points. Yeah, I told you this is sad. Whoever fed him this information did this man a injustice. He is struggling. I don't know why they're feeding him that. He's already struggling. He has no idea what's going on. Like I said, Judge Simpson takes care of him. Judge Simpson does the right thing. He doesn't kind of swat him down for these comments. He does a good job. So I'm proud of Judge Simpson in this one. Also, thank you so much, Sly, for the PayPal. I appreciate it. Yeah. Something about a unicorn. I already forgot what you said. You spotted a unicorn galloping in the distance. Thank you so much, Sly.
I just want to make sure. I'm trying to figure out what you remember because you're telling me you don't understand what you're charged with, right?
Right. I don't.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Do you remember seeing me in court on December 7th or December 21st?
I remember this, but I don't know the
You remember what?
Don't remember the date.
Okay, but do you remember being here?
Yeah.
I see you looking around the room.
I'm looking at this building. I do remember it, yes.
Okay, but do you remember being before me?
But I don't remember the date.
Right, I get that. But do you remember being before me?
Yes, I think I do remember.
Well, hold on, Mr. Dabney. If you don't remember, you need to just tell me I don't remember. It's okay. But I just need to know if you're not recalling it.
I don't know how to answer it. I had a stroke.
Okay, but you had a stroke back in 2017 or 18, you said, right?
Whatever that happened, yes. I was, I do remember their records that show that I was the Wayne County or Wayne City Airport.
Okay.
Or whatever. And they held me, and that's when I got hit upside the head. That's when the stroke happened.
Okay, I see. Okay, let me ask you, it's okay if it's true, Mr. Dabney. Do you have problems remembering things at times? Is that why you had the person you wanted to help you?
Yes.
Okay, so you have problems remembering sometimes.
The person that's standing by right now, he says he will come when I come here. I can call him now.
Okay.
I lost his phone, so I lost my phone.
Okay, so Mr. Dabney, here's what I'm gonna do, okay? After talking to you.
Sure.
Because I have to make sure that you understand the proceedings that are happening and what you're charged with and the like.
Right.
Okay?
I don't.
That.
Right. Okay.
Okay, that's a big part of what I have to do.
Okay.
Okay? So, and I'm a little bit concerned, okay, for you, because you told me you had a stroke, and then you're telling me there's some things you don't remember. And just hold on, just let me just finish, okay?
Sure.
And then I gave you your 3 dates that you've been in our court here, and you said you didn't remember being before the magistrate, and you didn't remember being before me. Okay.
What I needed.
Pardon?
I was looking for a trial by church, trial. I didn't get that.
Got it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
on my motion I'm doing this. Their public defender's not doing that. I may have them prepare the order.
Oh,
Okay, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order a competency evaluation of your forensic evaluation, just to make sure that you can understand the proceedings. Okay,
my friend, will they be with me?
pardon?
Can they be with me?
Who?
My friend,
For the evaluation?
for other legal battles too, yes.
Okay, if the
Because this
person,
could be easily solved
pardon?
with the money.
Right, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order a competency evaluation. I'm gonna give you another date to come back. You're gonna meet with somebody in between then. They'll communicate with you regarding your appointment with them. And if they let, hold on, if they let your friend come, that's fine with the court. Okay?
So are you saying this, that I will not have my trial by jury?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just telling you, your trial by jury may happen later. It's not gonna happen today.
Okay,
Okay? You're not giving up any of your rights whatsoever.
okay.
I just have to make sure of certain things before we can proceed on this case.
Sure.
Okay? Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry.
so what I will do,
Yep, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say before the video started. But without you guys seeing it yourselves, you're probably like, what is Colin talking about? Yeah, the misinformation that this man was fed to say, it's awful. You know, if somebody wants to do their research and believe in the sovereign citizen movement, take it to court, whatever. Don't force feed it to somebody else and tell them to go say it to a judge who clearly doesn't understand what's going on. That's not, it's not human. Like, why would you do that? But hopefully the next time this man shows up in front of Judge Simpson, that guy shows up too, because Judge Simpson will have some words for him. Actually, I don't know, because he won't even let him talk, because chances are he's not an attorney, right? There's no chance in hell that his friend on the side is an attorney, so he won't even be allowed to speak. So that will never happen. But yeah, all right. There's about 2 or 3 minutes left. I am going to let this video play out. Thank you, everybody, for coming. All the super chats, thank you. The gifted memberships, the new members, everybody, thank you so much. It was a great night. A little bit longer of a stream than usual, which was awesome. So yeah, I'll be in Discord for a little bit after the stream. You guys want to come hang out? But yeah, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Stay safe. Don't do anything dumb. You don't want to end up on my channel. Until next time. Bye.
is I'm citing the order on competency or for forensic evaluation and for criminal responsibility. And then, Mr. Dabney, I'm gonna give you another date to come back and see us, okay? So I'll set the hearing for okay, I'm gonna set your new date for April 18th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Okay, they're gonna give you a notice. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Mr. Dabney. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a letter or you're gonna get some communication from somebody indicating that you need to meet with them.
And I'll have my proper persons with me then?
You can bring somebody with you as long as who's talking to you says it's okay.
Sure.
You can do that. I'm not gonna have a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay, but what I want you to know is you might get something from Mr. Bannis or his office about when you need to meet with that person. And so if you do, you need to pay attention to that, okay?
I need to pay attention to what? The paper?
The paper,
Oh, yeah.
okay? All right, defendant's bond will continue. Okay.
What's the new date?
April 18th. Thank you. All right, Mr. Dabney, you take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh. Mr. Dabney, this is just a reminder of your next court date. And it also has my phone number. This is for you, so you remember your next court date. Thank you.
All right, yeah, Mr. Dabney, take that. So I told him to give that to you so that you had it in your possession, okay? All right, you take care.
Thank you, Honor.